my channel. If you don't, Happy New Year as well. First video. I've been doing some vlogs, but first sit down video of the new year. I hope you're well. If you don't know who I am, I'm Somi. I'm an actress, event planner, and I do I don't know why I'm choking. And I do a bunch of other things as well. And guessing from the title, today we are doing a review. Am I going to put this on a Friday? I don't know, but we'll see. I used to call it Review Fridays if you've been watching me for a while, but I might just upload it whenever. I don't have that type of scheduling anymore. Yeah, I'm doing a review of Bridgerton. Where's my phone call, for one thing, to join the show? It's not too late. I heard there might be 8 seasons. So, Shonda, if you're watching, please, I'm available for all 8. So, if you've been living under a rock, Bridgerton is the new Shondaland show, which has been out on Netflix from Christmas Day, I think. And it stars, I'm rubbish with names, so let me just get my notes. And forgive me if I pronounce these names wrong. Regé Jean, I'm assuming. Phoebe Dienver, Nicola Coughlan, Jonathan Bailey, and then the voice of our beloved Julie Andrews. Who doesn't love a good Julie Andrews? And obviously, of course, more amazing actors involved with the show as well. Side note for my British fans, if you watch Waterloo Road, Regé, I'm so sorry if it's wrong, but Regé and Phoebe were both on Waterloo Road. Can I say their characters were light? For me, I didn't like their characters too much. I watched all of Waterloo Road, but on Bridgerton, I love their characters. Bridgerton is based on a novel set on the 1800s, and it has a very contemporary vibe to it, obviously diverse casting, but it also still has the traditional feels in terms of being portrayed through the 1800s in a society where they present their ladies who have come of age and who are ready to get married and find their suitors. It's filled with princes, dukes, glamour, high society, but obviously also it shows the representation of those who aren't so fortunate to be born privileged, which is like now basically still. So still current themes that we still get now till this day, to be honest. And obviously it has a romantic story as the plot line, as well as obviously subplots going on. And so yeah, it has obviously the Gossip Girl vibes with Julie Andrews voicing the character of Lady Whistledown, who is she's the narrator of the show, but also she's a character that is secret, that just writes about the scandal and all the secrets that they have in the society and publishes them for the whole society and the world to read, basically. So yeah, that's what it is, in a nutshell, that's what it's about. There's so much more to it, but I don't want to keep you here for so long. I love the show, and if you know me, you know I would love the show. You know I would binge watch this in a day, even though Ryan made me watch one a day, which was horrible. But I absolutely loved the show. I loved the actors. The acting was actually phenomenal in my eyes. Like, they had so many great connections, so much great chemistry between them all. So basically the show gets a tick straight away from me. But also I love that modern twist of having the diverse casting, and also having the traditional, obviously the language being based in the 1800s, and obviously talk about the high society life and how women, I guess, have to live during those days, and have to basically, all they can do really is marry into wealth. That's what they strive for, which are all great things to make a TV show. And also the costumes. Those costumes, I don't know how, well obviously it's not historically correct, so I don't know how accurate those costumes are, but I love them. They're so much better than Downton Abbey costumes, even though I love Downton Abbey as well, don't get me wrong, but I just like the costumes more than this one. Also, the music, like, that is something that I personally, or I feel like no one, because no one's really done this, I don't think, would think about, is having instrumentals of pop songs. Like, obviously that's just gonna make it, even like you're watching, you're like, oh my gosh, that's a Taylor Swift song, oh my gosh, that's a Shawn Mendes song. Like, that really elevated the whole thing for me as well. Ryan doesn't really know any of the songs, but he could even recognise like what was like a pop song and stuff like that. So that really made it, I guess, unique in a way and even more enjoyable because there's like a guessing game. I guess the whole thing is a guessing game in terms of Whistle Down, but it just made it even more like personal, I guess. Like, like, obviously music drives a lot of how you should be feeling during that scene, so to have pop songs which basically, if you know the lyrics, will technically tell you what you're feeling anyway, like, it makes it even better. But they're all instrumental, so there's no words in it, which makes it classic. It makes it classy, it makes it elegant, it gives that extra elegance to the film, but without being like a boring like Mozart sort of like piece. And I had to play many of those with the violin, so I know what I'm talking about. Not so much, I'm not a classical violinist anymore, only took some grades. But most importantly, throughout the whole series, I love how it builds slowly. Like, normally I would hate that, like I hate when a series is too slow, but I feel like with a lot of shows, series 1 is always so slow, but with this, like, there was a couple of episodes that was slow, but it was good in a good way. Oh my gosh, my camera's flashing. But it was in a good way. It starts slow, builds, it gives you different stories, different plots very slowly, so you can take it in, see what's going on between the characters without feeling overwhelmed. And the detailing of how it was filmed was excellent as well. Like, you see the gorgeous sets that are happening. It makes you feel like you're in the story more, but you believe that you're in the 1800s. And then also, like, this is something, I think I've touched on this before in other reviews, but like, I love how directors film like the close, intimate little things. I don't mean intimate in terms of sex, we'll get to that, but like the stroke of the back, or, you know, different things like that. That really enhances the tension especially, and you get more details of the costumes, which are gorgeous as well, but it really gives that vibe of, oh my gosh, like, what's happening now, blah blah blah, oh my gosh, you really feel what the character's feeling with those little touches, which I love. My only issue, well, I have a few issues, but like, don't get me wrong, I do love this show. I love it, like, with all my heart, and I want to be on it, still gonna say that. But my only issue was that, I guess, like, it's the time, so women would give up what they're feeling, their dreams for a man, but because it has so many modern aspects, why is she giving up her dreams for the man? Like, I know this is the story and this is the plot line, like, she wants to, like, give herself to Simon, but her whole life was about having kids and having a family. That was her goal, that was her dream, which there's nothing wrong with that. So it really disturbs me that she gave up her whole dreams for Simon. Not Phoebe, sorry, that's the actress. Daphne gave up her dreams for Simon. Like, I understand loving someone so much, but I had a few issues with that. But Daphne played the part, they all played the part, tremendously. Like, you really feel, she really draws you in. Is she the first face that you see? I don't know, I can't remember, but either way, every time you see each character for the first time, they really draw you in. You really get the vibe of who they are in those first couple of seconds, which is just something that I think an actor would strive to do when they are playing the character. Basically, that's why they got the job. My other issue is that, yes, there's a lot of diversity, but there wasn't any young, black, like, dark-skinned girls in the show, which is not an issue, but I did think, like, if you're gonna have all these diverse characters, was there no good actress that was dark-skinned and black that could play one of the parts as well? I just think there's obviously going to be one that's a great actress as well, so that would suit the part. So I do think they could have tried a bit harder, because if you've already got your foot in the door to be diverse and have all these different characters, the queen is black, why not have a dark black skin girl, so there is that more representation in the show as well, so that more people can relate to it more. Yeah, that's the only thing that I thought they could have, like, done extra, and there's still more seasons to come, so hopefully they will bring someone that can fulfill that representation, that will drive the storyline even further as well, like, aside from their race and what they look like. But it is nice to see representation, hey? What can I say? And like, obviously I know there was like dark-skinned girls like in the show, but it would be nice just to have one as a prominent role. Like, you have the cousin, obviously. I'm really bad with names, so I'm not even gonna bother remembering the characters' names. But you have the cousin, and she's obviously mixed race or something, but then she was pregnant and all these stuff. It'd just be nice to have a dark-skinned girl playing a prominent role that is elegant, that shows like different characteristics as well, that doesn't have to have so many different like struggles in a way. That obviously they're going to have struggles because that's what makes a storyline, but you know, those troublesome sort of scandalous type things as well. It would be nice just to have like an elegant black girl. Oh my god, I'm being so cheeky in this video, I'm so sorry. Oh, this is what happens when I love something too much. I literally just obsess over it and want to be in it. I guess that's the life of an actor anyway. My other issue, it wasn't really an issue, but Jonathan, the actor who plays Anthony, the brother, the older brother, he frustrated me a lot. Jonathan, great actor. Great, you know they're a great actor when they make you hate them. Because I was just like, I kept shouting at the screen, leave Daphne alone, let her be, let her get her man. Like, I don't understand why he was holding her back. Yes, at first I thought he was protecting her with all these different scandals that all these guys have been through, which was great. But then like, it was just a bit much. And then when he was trying to get her with that old, basically, man, I was like, chill, no, not Jonathan, Anthony, chill. Chill, you're annoying me. Let Daphne be who she wants to be and then be with who she wants to be. That's what frustrated me. It was like another man telling her what to do. I know that's how it is during those times and sometimes now, but it was annoying. But I still like Jonathan. And I still like the character Anthony. Like, I felt for him. I felt for him with all the pressure that he had, obviously being head of the house, and obviously he was horrible to his mum and Sienna, is that her name? He was absolutely horrible to those two, but I like that they stood their ground as well. Sienna, yes, you don't go back with him. Thank God for that. I was like, please don't go back with him. Like, I know they love each other, but he treated you horribly. I just feel like some people need to have guts and just do what they want. If you want her, Anthony, get her. So when she obviously was like, no, this isn't gonna work because they've been dilly-dallying all this time, and then she went with that other man, it serves Anthony right. It does. It's sad that obviously he's gonna try not like gonna go for a marriage without love, but I just feel like, I know society has a lot of pressure, but they also create a lot of pressure for themselves, which I feel like... Sorry if the angle looks different, my camera died. Should have charged it, Sommy. Ooh. But anywho, what was I saying? I can't remember, but I feel like I was talking about Anthony. But either way, Sienna deserves better. And Anthony, I wish you all the best. Just try and be a better person. And like, oh, he's just such a frustrating character, but I do like him and I don't like him. He has pros and cons, I guess, like most of the characters. One thing I cannot wait is for Penelope and Colin to get together. Not that I did like Penelope, but obviously with the whole, like, saying to Colin, like, about, oh, I keep forgetting the cousin's name, that's gonna frustrate me. But either way, she didn't do things the best way, but you're young, you're in love. When you're younger than love, you do stupid things. I'm sorry, we've all been there. When we're like 18, younger, even 21, I was still doing, no, 21 I was with Ryan, so no. But at 20, I was still doing silly things for love, or when you think you're in love, whatever, even if you like a guy, girl, whoever. We do silly things, so I don't blame her really, but I can't wait for their love to blossom. Granted, I've not read the book, so I don't know. I have a sort of inkling that he's not going to come back for a while. I don't know what they're going to do for the TV show, but I love it anyway, and I love them, and I want them to be together. And Eloise, is it Eloise or Eloisa? I think it's Eloise. But anyway, Eloise reminds me so much of my sister. Very young, actually she's not very young. Well, she's my younger sister anyway. Still very outspoken, very believing in different things and how things should be. And I don't know if I like it. Jokes. Don't know if you're watching, I love ya. But no, I love Eloisa. She's obviously born in the wrong era. But it takes people like her to change how things are going. And hopefully she changes how things are going in that society. Women should be able to go to uni and write and do what they want to do. And obviously that's what we do now. But it takes someone like that to change how society thinks. So I absolutely love her. Sometimes she was a bit annoying and outspoken, but hey ho. But I loved what she stood for, basically. And I think that's what we should all be like more. We should all speak up for what we think is right or what we believe in, not just go with what everyone and be worried about what everyone thinks, basically. So I'm excited for her, and I'm excited for her season, if that's coming up in the next season as well. Overall, like, the connection within the show between all of the characters was excellent. Like, you really feel for each character, you really want the best for each character, apart from Simon's dad, because he's a horrible man. I was going to use a different word, but but he's a horrible man and he shouldn't have had kids. Well, he had Simon, but he doesn't, like, he's not a good man. So, but I do wish the best for all of the characters nonetheless. Like, they all show their pros and cons, and that's what humans are. We all have pros and cons, don't we? So that's what made the show even more believable, even more engaging, and just overall like a feel-good show to watch, especially the end. It's sort of a happy ending, the baby thing. I wish they sort of left that out, to be honest. Like, I love the end how it was. I wish they didn't show us having the baby, because I would have loved for that to be like an opening part to the next season or something like that, just to show how that goes. But yeah, I loved it. And the actors, again, excellent. Writing, mwah. Filming, mwah. Everything was top notch. And you can't expect anything less from a Shondaland show, to be honest. I love Grey's Anatomy, watch How to Get Away with Murder, watch all Scandal, watch Summer Station 19. What other shows does she have? I'm sure she has other shows, but I can't remember them now. So I've always been a Shonda fan, so really I had high expectations and they were fulfilled at the end of the day. I just can't get over how beautifully filmed it was. Even like, I guess some people, I forgot to say, like, some people thought the naughty scenes, the sex scenes were a bit much, but I think, okay, yes, granted some were a bit much, but I'm not shy about that. I don't mind a few of those scenes. But I think it was important, like, it was her discovering herself as a woman, discovering obviously sexual stuff as a woman, like, and just really getting to know herself, like, growing up. I think the reason why there was so many was just seeing how her mindset changes, because that's what happens when you start obviously doing adult things. I do think it was relevant, and they were filmed beautifully. Some of them were raunchy, but a lot of them were filmed beautifully as well, just like the whole show. It had beautiful touches everywhere, not to say on the song. That sounded so weird now, but it was beautifully filmed, beautifully acted, written, and everything and all the above. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. That's my little review on Bridgerton. Again, I absolutely love the show. I watched it twice in like a couple of weeks because I was that obsessed with my friends and everything, and it was just great. It was a good feel-good watch and something that we needed, I think, in this 2021 period, being in lockdown. But yeah, I absolutely loved it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you next time. Bye. Fingers down my spine.